Well, good morning, everybody. A little Biggie Smalls to start your morning. That's a bit harsh, huh? First thing in the morning. You like that one, Sammy?
Yeah.
Sammy!
Biggie Smalls make you shit your drawers.
Yeah, right on. That's a request off my Twitter. I'm finding songs to start the show every morning, and that one came in last night.
I didn't recognize that one. I don't know Biggie's music.
I love Biggie. I don't know much about Biggie, but every time I hear a Biggie Smalls song, I'm all in.
There's a video of him rapping outdoors in Brooklyn or something. You ever see that? Where it's just were they freestyling?
Yeah.
There's a real genius art to being able to do that. I watch 8 Mile once in a while. I'm like, wow.
Are you inspired by?
I am. It's like it really is hard to do.
Do you want to get into some kind of rap battle?
I
out
certainly
there?
do, but I'd be terrible at it.
Hi guys, I'm here for the rap battle.
Yeah, I'm here for the rap battle. Like I can't even rhyme with that.
Right. Who am I going to take on today, guys?
Yeah. Who's my opponent?
Right. They would fucking kill you. Oh, there you go. There's your 8 Mile. Yeah.
There's footage of the actual rap battles Eminem used to have that film is based on. They're really old and shot like on a recorder.
This Eminem has a lot of turmoil. I don't know how he sleeps at night.
Pills.
Pills? You think it's the pills?
I don't know if he's
knocks down the turmoil a little bit so he can get a good night's sleep?
Yeah.
He's always got an issue. A lot of anxiety and turmoil, this Eminem guy. Even with all that money he's got.
He was 17. We're watching.
Oh, yeah,
there's a Biggie video. I can't stand it.
I don't even know if that's good.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, it is.
How do you know, Sam? Did you grow up on the streets?
Near the streets. Your haircut would fit in this video really well,
Absolutely.
by the way.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know if this is good. I know Biggie Smalls is amazing, but I don't know if that's good, him just rapping on the street like that at 17 years old.
You could tell because the people around are really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And anytime a fat man is holding a cloth in one hand,
right,
he's doing something really good.
What about the guy that just walked by the screen with just a rag on his head?
Oh, that guy just woke up. He heard some music and he came downstairs.
Is it that hot outside? He needs a little rag on his head?
The guy behind him right now?
Yeah, that's a washcloth on his head.
A rag on his head. That's not good.
No, it's just a washcloth.
He probably didn't. He probably was just going down for some cigarettes. He didn't realize he'd be immortalized in a video with a dead legend.
Right, yeah. He didn't want to be recognized. He just wanted to get some ciggies.
And now he's stuck in this fucking rap video for the rest of his life.
Exactly. We got Jim Breuer coming in today. He's stuck in traffic. He's doing the whole show today with us, and he's very excited to do so. So I like the fact that a lot of our friends are stepping up and helping us out there. You know, right?
Yeah, they're all coming in.
Good. It's been good so far. We haven't had any no's.
Have we had none? I mean, Breuer's a guy I could watch do radio. Like, he's a really interesting guy to listen to, but to watch too.
There'll be a lot of watching today because when Jim Breuer goes, there's no stopping him. You got to be smart enough to just get the fuck out of his way, right?
Why doesn't he have a podcast? Jim's a guy if he's not doing a radio show as a podcast. Guys like him and Bill Burr, and I did Burr's podcast.
Right.
Bill had me on.
Yeah.
But Bill's a guy that can do 3 hours by himself. And Breuer's one of those guys who can do 3 hours by himself.
I did what is sort of his podcast when he was still at Sirius. He would do it from his basement, and I went to his mom's house, went downstairs and did it with him. So that's sort of the podcast world, right?
Right.
And he was great. He absolutely should be doing that, especially with all that storytelling he could do.
He can talk. He's one of those guys like I've never met. I think him or Louis, I've said this before, the two best that I know at least of storytelling.
Right.
Guys that can just begin a story and have confidence through it. And I don't know what it is. Is it the voice?
Right.
Is it the intelligence behind it or whatever it is that holds you? Because I collapse when I tell a story.
I love storytellers. I mean, Breuer is one of my favorites because he could tell a good story. I saw him recently at the Paramount in Huntington. Probably not that recent anymore. Probably like, whatever. Doesn't matter. About 4 months ago. He only had, I think, 5 topics.
Yeah.
And he held the audience for over an hour on 5 topics. Long stories about him going to Africa and stuff, but the jokes are in there as he's moving along, Yeah. Even if there were no laughs in the story, it was still fascinating, him talking about Africa. But the laughs are absolutely there.
Yeah, it's amazing how he'll know he's got 10 minutes left in the story, or 15 minutes, or however long it is.
Right.
And it doesn't lose steam. He doesn't lose confidence in it.
Yeah.
I have no ability to do that at all.
Selfishly, I want him to, get more topics going. You realize, wow, he only talked about 5 things today. And, whatever. I love him.
There's just nothing worse than a bad storyteller who doesn't. Like, I know I'm a bad storyteller. So I'll talk for a couple of minutes about something, but I won't go off on a joke topic for.
Right.
I mean, I'll repeat jokes and, fucking add something. Infinitum, infinitum, whatever the fucking word is.
I don't know.
Add something Latin.
Don't look at me. I don't know. Eminem in the early battles always had headphones on. Wonder if he would pre-record before the battle. I don't know. I mean, Eminem is obviously extremely talented, but he's got a lot of strife.
Are you allowed to have headphones on during a battle?
I think there's no rules if you're doing a rap battle, right?
So you're basically just singing along with your own stuff, though?
Is that what the rumor is?
I don't know. Why would they allow that? He's not the first guy to think of it.
Nah, the guy just hung up, so it doesn't matter. I want to talk about Ben Stein anyway.
I love Ben Stein.
Ben Stein is a naughty, naughty boy.
Isn't he fresh?
He's naughty. How old is he? Like 70? 69?
Yes.
Ben Stein begged for nude pictures, pregnant ex-escort says. And this piece of shit, and I mean the escort, she pushed all her stuff toward the tabloids. Her old text messages with Ben Stein and all that. They obviously had some kind of agreement for a while there. And then what? She didn't want anything to do with Ben Stein anymore, and then Ben Stein was still creeping?
I honestly don't know. This is the first I've heard about it is this morning. Like I looked at this briefly last night.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long they knew each other. Her name is, I guess, Tanya, and she admits that she briefly worked as an escort in Chicago.
Right.
And she said when they first met, she thought he was interested in her as a fledgling author. I guess because she has a blog, and she gave contact information.
Why would you believe that?
Because
Ben Stein's not interested in your blog. He's not interested in anyone's blog.
And even if he was interested in your blog, but that also means he's interested in your blog in addition to your tits and ass.
Yeah, of course.
It's not just your blog.
Ben Stein wrote in a Bizarre magazine column last month that he's still like a hormone-crazed teen who gets mad crushes on every beautiful woman he meets. But one woman targeted by the supposedly harmless Stein told Page 6 on Monday that the 69-year-old married grandfather is nothing but a manipulative leech who gave her money and then begged to touch her even though she's pregnant.
How is he the leech if he gave her money?
That's a good point. Tanya Ma, a 24-year-old pregnant performance artist, said she contacted Page 6 to tell her story because she doesn't want him to continue to do this to women. She's a liar. Was she going for a little payday or something?
I don't know. I'm going to guess
My first hunch is she's a liar. I don't know for sure. I better add that. It's much more than sexting, cyber escorting, or being a sugar daddy. It's unhealthy and toxic behavior that needs to be exposed, insisted Ma. What's really going on here? She was an escort.
She was at one point.
She understands that world. She understands the unhealthy, toxic behavior of somebody.
And maybe he became a little infatuated. There's a picture of her on the bend that, Sam just brought up, that she's actually really pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty in that photo.
So maybe he got a bit infatuated and was writing texts or dirty texts, but like, he's 69.
Right.
And what do you think? Like, you know the deal. You absolutely know the deal.
More than most, right?
Yeah.
Stein referred to Ma as Lucia, and a former call girl in his June column for the American Spectator. The Yale-educated former Nixon speechwriter wrote that he was immediately smitten after first setting eyes on her at the San Francisco airport in the spring. Wow, he got this in an airport.
Yeah, he,
Breuer!
Hi, James.
How was traffic?
Good.
Gotta love that Lincoln Tunnel traffic.
I gotta love that nonsense song you started off the show with.
Oh, you like that, huh?
You appeal to your 3 listeners that listen to that?
We have a lot of rap fans. You kidding me? We're big in the rap community.
Was that a little too harsh?
No, it was all right.
It was a little harsh. We'll do some Metallica tomorrow. No problem.
All right.
What Metallica song should we do?
Battery.
Do a little Battery tomorrow?
Battery.
That's what we'll do.
That's probably my favorite Metallica song.
Yes.
All right.
It's a little heavy for me, Jim. I'm getting older.
We're talking about Ben Stein. He's a naughty, naughty boy.
Ben Stein.
Yeah. This is a good story.
Okay, I see it.
The Yale-educated former Nixon speechwriter wrote that he immediately smitten. Okay. So he met her in the airport. She was a stunningly beautiful, absolute knockout young Eurasian woman, Stein wrote, and we have been in touch almost every day since. Tanya, who admits she briefly worked as an escort in Chicago, said that when she first met Stein, she thought he was interested in her as a fledgling author.
She has to know.
Come on.
It's like she knows what he wants.
Oh, it's in the paper?
Yeah, it's in in the paper. Not only is it in the paper, but all these text messages are in the paper.
She pushed all her text messages to the newspaper.
Yeah. So the next time, by the way, that the NSA, I said the NSA spies. This is why they do it, because this is kind of who we are as a public. This is what we feel entitled to.
Right.
So spy away.
He said he'd read my blog, and I gave him my contact information, she said. We texted for about 4 months. Then he asked me to send pictures. He said he was very captivated, and he just wanted to remember me. After a while, he started asking for more racy photos.
Yeah, because as an ex-escort, you have no idea what a 69-year-old guy
is looking for.
No idea at all.
Right.
He just wants to read your blog and help finance, a pop-up book about what it was like when you were a hooker? Fucking idiot.
A pop-up book.
Why would a 69-year-old be interested in your blog unless you were hot?
Of course.
I mean, come on. How stupid are you?
And he was saying things like, I want to hug you and kiss you in the text messages. And I guess she said said she wouldn't have sex with him.
That was his in. That was his excuse.
Yeah.
Then earlier this month, he wanted to place me in a hotel near where he lives in L.A., Ma said. But the day before I was supposed to meet him, he texted me about wanting to touch and kiss, she said. Well, what do you think he wanted if he's putting you in a hotel near his home?
Absolutely.
Ma said the ex-Comedy Central star wrote, when you get here, I want to hug and kiss you. I understand you don't want to fuck me, wow, but I want to touch you and kiss you.
By the way, I've been through the text message relationships very similar to this one, where, you're throwing out those little feelers. Like what happens is you start talking to somebody, and there's a whole money thing going on, and you're okay with it. You don't mind it. She doesn't mind it. But then you want to make sure she knows, I expect something physical out of this.
Yeah.
And it's not moving in that direction. So, like, all right, she's coming to town. We haven't discussed this. And then you're like a little hugging and kissing. Like you're starting to.
Right.
Because she's not offering it up.
Right.
You start saying, look, we're going to hug and kiss.
Right.
And he wants to feel her baby bump. Oh, I love him. I love Ben Stein. Win Ben Stein's load.
Not a fan of Ben Stein, but I feel bad for him here.
Yeah, this is terrible.
She fucking threw him under the bus. Growing horribly uncomfortable with his antics, Ma said she texted back, Ben, you may hug me and feel my baby bump, but anything more is too much for me. I'm not your girlfriend. Can't we simply enjoy a conversation and meal? I'm pregnant. Stein responded, your note hurts my feelings. Insulting. Shows zero appreciation.
Yeah, Ben was a little groveling there. When she said, I'm pregnant, he should have wrote back, but your mouth isn't, and then put a smiley face.
He said his wife knew about everything.
Oh, no, he's married.
But Stein denied to the Post on Monday that he ever did anything untoward. She is a person I've only met for less than 5 minutes at an airport. I've never touched her. I have never had any sexual contact with her. I should get a medal for helping this woman, Stein said about Ma.
There's one line in here. I'm sorry. This is
No.
Where's the? There's one line in here that really makes me want to hug Ben Stein, and as he's trying to defend himself, and at the end he goes, "Here's the real story." Ben said. Has never had any criminal charges or ethical blemishes in his life. She tells him a sob story. He helps her out thousands of dollars. She says she's going to have a baby, and the father of the baby isn't going to help her. Ben goes, I didn't expect anything from her. Hugging and kissing doesn't mean I want to fuck her. I said that explicitly in my texts. What's wrong with wanting to hug people? Ben,
Jim,
stop it.
Breuer, you're married. Would your wife just allow you to hug and kiss
And feel a baby bump?
Oh yeah, that little part. And feel a baby bump.
Sweetie, she felt bad. She just needed a hug.
Right.
That's all I gave her.
And a kiss, and then I felt her baby
And some
bump.
money. Yeah.
There's so
And
much
I gave her some
going on
money.
here. Why is she exposing him? I'm a little late on this. Why is this in the paper? Why is she exposing
Because
him?
she finally realized that he doesn't give a crap about her blog. It's obvious.
Or he won't give her the money she wants. I don't know what actually pushed her to
She
this.
caught a big dumb fish from the minute she pulled that reel in. My blog, she knew what was going on. Come on, man. She was luring in that dumb old man.
This is a person who appealed to me for money.
Where does she live?
I don't know.
She said she would send me some examples of her performance art. Some of those examples were racy and some were not. I just don't get what I have done wrong. She is mad at me because she wanted more money.
Well, he's stupid.
Yeah.
What? I don't get these guys. I don't get any of these guys. If you're going to do something, You got to do it like you got to meet in a back alley today.
Yeah.
And you got to hang out by a dumpster or a guard. You can't text ever. You can't send pictures. Like, when are these morons ever going to learn? Like, don't even speak in public.
Right.
Just hand each other a fake note or something and then work it out. Pay cash. Pay cash for a room. Like,
Pay cash wherever you go.
I'll meet you over here for cash. And then deny everything. Wear a horse head when you walk in the hotel.
Because you know security cameras and they catch
Right.
you.
You got to wear a horse head. You got to pass off notes and meet in a back alleyway. These morons are texting.
But she'll take the notes and she'll give them to the press.
Well, no, you write it with your opposite hand. That's not my handwriting.
Get a homeless guy to write out the notes for you.
Yes, give him $5. Let him write out. He'll set it up. Why?
Yes.
I mean, just stupidity. Him and all these people are going to take a picture of my dick, and hopefully no one will ever find out. What's the matter with you?
Hold on, Jim. Let me step in right there. Sometimes taking a picture of your dick is okay, but just don't have your whole body in it. Like, never use your face in it.
Still, why would you text it? You're still texting, and whether it's your dick or not, you're already saying, "Hey, I'm sending your dick. I just want to let you know,
Here's my
dick's on my
dick."
mind.
Right.
Maybe not my dick, but now you're thinking of dick."
Yeah.
It's like you're not sending flowers over the text. You're sending dick.
Well, you might want it to be attached to your phone number if it's a good picture.
Yeah,
But,
it all depends.
Yeah.
Well, and Jimmy's in a different world.
I'm
than
single.
us. He's a
Yes.
single man.
Much
He's,
different.
he's fishing.
Let
He's
me tell you
fishing.
something. I got dead eye. If you look at any picture I take, I got dead eyes.
Because you know what?
I just got straight dead eyes.
Why? Because your wife's like, oh, I see you.
No,
were-"
because I know
you had
the
a-
effect.
Right.
I just, not that anything she would do. I don't even want to be put in that position.
Right.
It's just not worth it.
Can I see your dead eye face? I've seen that. I've seen that in a lot
It's a
of.
very disappointed
Thank
look.
you. Right. Thank you.
Oh my God, if you weren't married, I'd let you take my fat tit and I'd rub them all over your face and ear.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, we're all just getting really wasted and we're walking around with no panties. And we like walking on all fours and we love it. Or you just have to hang out and maybe do the goat for 10 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next.
Phenomenal order. Thank you. The offer's fantastic. I'll take a picture, yes. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Ben Stein got caught. I mean, he's like, I don't understand
He
what
got
I did
caught.
wrong.
What a moron.
He was trying to be naughty. She was hoping that it was more than what it really was, where he was just being naughty. He threw that whole "I'll read your blog and check out your performance art" stuff. She was hoping that maybe there was some kind of interest. Then she realized there was no interest and decided to fuck him over.
What are the performance art pictures?
End
I'd
of
love to
story.
see them.
I don't
He's
know.
also, listen, he's a public guy. The only way he can cheat, hooker. Case closed.
Yeah.
Even now, that doesn't work.
That doesn't help anymore.
Because you got to hope the hooker isn't like,
Oh my God, the fence fine.
this could make me, this could raise my real estate up.
Right.
She was ex-hooker, right?
She's
an
Yes,
ex-hooker?
she said she was an ex-escort, yes.
Ex-escort.
All right, come on. This is in. She's not stupid. She caught a big dummy.
This is how they'll spin it on The View. Oh, he's old enough to be her father.
She's got a nice avatar on her Twitter. She's better looking on her Twitter. Was that her that you just popped up?
And who wins here? She does.
Oh, that's not her. That's another Tanya Ma.
She wins here.
Is she? She's Asian, but is that like a Thai name? M.A.
I don't know.
I don't recognize that.
We don't know much about that.
I don't know
That
recognize the
culture.
name.
I feel bad we started with this because Breuer doesn't go for like the gossipy stuff in general.
Oh no, I don't care.
We got to start somewhere because you were stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
This actually is a big story today. So I feel bad for Ben Stein.
I haven't read the news in like 2-3 years. So I like when this is so.
So
It's so black and white to me. Anything. So I'm so unemotionally attached.
How do you not read the news for
Why?
2 or 3 years as a comic too?
Because I don't do news on. I don't
true.
care.
That's true.
What should I care about? Tell me what I should care about.
Oh, this whole election thing, Jim. And what about? It is all really a big glop of shit.
It is a great question.
What,
There's nothing
give
you
me
should
a
really.
reason.
There's nothing you really should care about, I guess.
Should I worry about what's going on in Iran?
Absolutely, the repression of peoples in Iran.
I think your life's a lot easier if you don't turn on the TV.
I haven't missed anything.
You realize that, you know.
I don't miss anything.
You realize your life's pretty good when you keep the TV off.
It's great.
Doesn't bring you down with all this negative stuff. What about Israel?
I could care less.
What about Israel?
What about it?
That whole area is in turmoil.
Since when? Since 5 billion BC.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do? What am I going to sit and debate with some moron for 3 hours and watch the news debate? Let's talk to this special. Well, you know, it's like the Indians and the Palestinians, they've been repressed. Well, let's go to this channel. Fuck the Palestinians! The Israelis get American and Obama needs a fuck. I'll tell you what, if this fucking country doesn't fucking, we don't, and what with this health education? Let's get.
Well, you know, maybe we can find a happy medium, but Hamas really has to step up here and show they want to be nice.
I mean, who cares? Who cares? I don't live there.
Maybe
When it's in my house, when I got Hamas, when I got a Palestinian Israeli throwing rocks at my house, I'm going to have a problem. Dude, relax. You're in a house. Show some class. I don't need you throwing things. Oh, what's your problem? We're all sitting down, having chicken parmesan. My wife made a nice salad. What's your problem?
my wife made a nice.
Sit down. Take some shoes off. Never mind. They're already off.
I've never
Yes, you're
had.
throwing them at me in disgrace.
I've never had a nice salad. Everyone always talks about it, and we made a nice salad. It's salad.
Yes, I agree, but you know what?
What makes it a nice
can relate.
salad?
Maybe Jimmy can relate because he's still thin. Yeah, once in a while, we're kind of, you want to get healthier.
Yeah.
You start hitting 40 and you see, like, I don't need to, just you start seeing people dropping around you and you go, all right, you know, I'm not going to tempt fate. So you have to be pushed in the salad world. And at first, it's not fun. It's like moving to Florida. So I really want to retire, move to Florida. But then you're like, yeah, you know, Captiva's not too bad.
Right.
That's a nice Florida.
Captiva's nice.
You get a salad with a little cranberry, maybe some cheese.
A couple of walnuts thrown in there, some sugar on them, a little flavor.
That's a nice salad.
Nice salad.
You said
You
cranberries,
know what I had
right?
a good the other day?
Right.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I almost moved to this section of upstate New York. They had feta cheese and watermelon. I was already sold.
That's actually pretty good stuff.
It's a nice salad.
That makes for a nice salad.
It's a
You're
nice
right.
salad.
You're absolutely right.
A nice salad's not too big and not too small.
That's right.
It whets your appetite, but
Yes.
it doesn't stuff you for the main course.
We've come a long way with salads too. When we were growing up, it was lettuce,
Yeah.
Yes.
a half rotten tomato, and maybe a piece of cucumber. That was it. That's all you got.
You want some French 1,000?
Right. That was all. And some dumb piece of onion, maybe.
Or
Right.
Ken's
Red
Caesar. That
Right.
was the salad dressing we had.
Ken's
Caesar dressing.
And maybe a crouton or two.
Yes.
Now they're throwing, craisins in there and watermelon and
They're throwing it all in there.
olives.
Yes.
It's all right. You're right. You
Ken's
could have a
Steakhouse.
nice salad.
I like a good salad.
You know.
Same as a nice salad.
This guy's killing me with the coffee.
What happened?
Who's?
You need coffee?
They're getting it.
Oh,
I was gonna get a little dark right down the alley here, but I was
Their coffee sucks
insisted
here.
not to go there.
just because you have a Starbucks machine at work doesn't mean it's good coffee.
No.
Their coffee down the hall is horrible, and it's a Starbucks machine. I'm
Yeah.
drinking green tea.
So-
green tea today.
Hurts my stomach.
So what other news should I know about?
This is all we need to know.
What about the
Ben Stein's cock still works. Good for you, Ben.
What about the Malaysian air crash? That was a big story.
What happened?
In the Ukraine, in a war zone.
What
now they're trying to
happened?
get the bodies back.
Passenger plane was shot
Passenger
down.
plane
by
was
rebels.
shot down.
That wasn't nice.
No, it was certainly. That's exactly what the headlines read. That was not nice. Don't need to be so official and newsy.
And now we hear from the Malaysian, what are they, president? Not nice.
It was not nice.
Not nice.
Not nice.
But how does that affect you? You're right.
What am
Unless
I doing? Like, go
Unless you're-
march?
Unless you're a world traveler, you just want to make sure they don't fly over the Ukraine.
Why would I be in the Ukraine?
True. Well, sometimes maybe you got to fly over the Ukraine.
I'm not going over there.
Not even fly over it to go somewhere else?
Is it a terrible thing? Yes.
Obviously, it's a terrible thing.
Does it affect me? No.
Well, they didn't mean to fly over it. They went into the wrong airspace.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did it, because Ukraine airspace, all pilots don't stay out of it because it's a fucking war zone. So that could happen.
They shot it down, and then the families want their bodies back. Their loved ones back. And
But you're not gonna get
that
it
was
back.
a problem. Huh?
You're not going to get it back.
Well, they kind of threw a lot of bodies on a train, right?
Yeah.
Where are they going to throw it on where are they going to throw it on a nice little sail ship? Here, we really helped the bodies out. We got these nice sailboats. We're going to put them out in the bay. We'll set it off on a nice little horn. I mean, what are you going to do? It's awful, but at the same time,
I just think it's hard to not see the news.
why?
I don't know. It's everywhere.
What does it got to do? Exactly.
It's everywhere. So what do you fill that time up with?
Anything.
Wiffle ball? And...
So what? Just not looking. I get shit. My mother's blind. She's in a fucking cuckoo bin. My father's probably got maybe 2 months left.
What?
I got a 15. I don't know. He's just 91. I got a 15-year-old kid. I get a 13-year-old, 11. I didn't get time for planes getting shot down Ukraine.
I saw an old video you did it with your dad, making him race around the island in your kitchen.
That was like a year ago.
I said it's old. It was for NASCAR or something.
I thought you meant when you said old. I thought you were like, this thing was.
Oh, no. All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
I made it. Was that the one I made him wear bunny ears?
I didn't see the bunny ears one.
That was funny.
He makes his dad race around the island in the kitchen, and he tries.
That's his exercise.
And he tries to set new world records.
Yes, and do you know how what I edit out because the kids are watching is the fact that I say there's a naked woman down in his room waiting for him.
Really, to get him going faster.
His eyes bulge, and he goes, yeah. I go, yes, and then he gets up and then he moves around the room.
And then he gets his exercise around the island.
Yeah.
Does he know you're lying?
I don't know.
Maybe it's wishful thinking. Like, I think Jim's lying, but maybe he's not.
Yeah. He's really hard to read. I don't know where his head is really at. There's times where I think he's kind of there, but he's not. He's really not.
My mom's heading down that road.
Is it
I think it's the early stages.
Is it Alzheimer's or dementia?
I don't.
What's the difference?
I think Alzheimer's
That's a good question.
gets you a lot quicker, right?
I think my mom has Alzheimer's.
And dementia, it might be a little slow. I don't know. Maybe Dr. Steve could call in and explain. But she was asking me. We went and saw her the other day, and she's asking me where my other 2 kids are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So she thinks I have 4 kids instead of 2. I was like, oh fuck.
Maybe she met me and Anthony.
When did this start?
About a year ago, probably. I guess. Yeah. And it's not progressing too quickly, but it's happening.
It's dementia.
It's absolutely happening.
It's dementia.
Does dementia mean that you think things are there that aren't, and Alzheimer's is you just forget? Like, I don't know how does.
I don't either. It's really annoying, Jimmy. It's like every doctor you talk to go, well, it's all kind of the same thing. It's all different branches, and one's more. We don't really know about Alzheimer's till they're dead. And when they're dead, then we can examine their brain and we can tell it's Alzheimer's. Like,
it's too late at that point.
All right, you've been doing this. How long are you doing this? 20 years. All right, 20 years. So how do people say, oh, well, then this one has it? Because you hear people have Alzheimer's, but they can't legally say they have Alzheimer's. It's really annoying. But my take is when they start hallucinating, like my mom hallucinates. Oh. It's pretty nuts. And
what kind of hallucinations?
Dude, I went to crazy stuff.
Like what? Give me one, please.
Right. This all started in around March. I got literally, mom's normal, and then about 12:30 at night, I got a call, and she said, she just calls, hi. I said, hey, Mom. I thought it was a death call because of the place. And I said, what's up? And she goes, well, I was trying to do the close, but the blackout is killing everyone. And wow. I was, what's going on over there? What are you talking about? There's a blackout in the building? Well, no. I mean, the governor's called a state of emergency. It's a whole blackout in the whole state. And I didn't realize what was going on yet. Right. I thought maybe she woke up in her bed. And I went, Ma, I've got electricity. And she went, oh, Jesus Christ, no, you don't. The hell? Why would you say these things? The whole state is out. The floods? What are we going to do about the floods? And I went, okay. So my wife stayed on the line. I drove there. And it took me about an hour and a half to talk her down and realize it was the middle of the night. And there was a mess in the bed. And I'm like, what's going on?
How far of a ride was it to the place?
Like 8 miles. Literally 8 miles. So,
8 miles.
So, like 2 days later, she's talking crazy talk. People are trying to kill me in here. They're trying to kill me. Taking her clothes off, running down the hallways. She had a urinary tract infection. You ever hear that?
Of course.
Did you know in older people,
It's not good.
it's like taking acid. LSD, they go completely out of their minds. Well, she is yet to come back. She comes back maybe 70%, but she's not all there.
A UTI will fuck that brain up? Wow.
Out of their minds for months, if not permanently.
Why is that?
From what I understand, it's like poison, and then if it works its way up to the brain, you haven't taken care. Me and you, we're gonna find it right away.
Right.
Like, oh my god, my piss hurts.
Right.
or we're gonna be like, it's every time I pee, it trickles.
Sure.
Something's going on. Elderly aren't thinking that they just.
They're used to things being broken and fucked up, so one more thing is not even on the radar.
Oh my god, I can't pee. I haven't peed in a month. This is weird.
Right. So, and then all right. So, it comes to the point where I'm starting to. She lives in my house.
She lives in your house now.
Not now. She's in not independent living.
Assisted
living. But before she went in there, she did a little run in my house. And when she was in my house, she would go, who the hell is this one that just walked in hanging out by the fireplace? And I'd look by my fireplace, and I don't know if, like, is she tripping, or is it like, oh, am I getting, this is my first-hand look at the afterworld? Like, is there something really going on here? Right. And I mean, she's looking dead serious at it. And I went, what is she? She goes, the one with the hair. So I'm looking at the fireplace, and so I got up, and I said, Ma, is this where the person's standing? Well, she went, no, she just moved over. And so I looked, and I went, okay, I'm going to try to grab her. And then she kind of realized, like, wow, I'm tripping.
Right.
And I said, there's no one here, Mom. Mom, don't you think that with the kids in the house, I would not allow a stranger to just walk in and just hang out by my fireplace?
You're trying to use a little logic.
Yeah, and she's done it a bunch. She said, that little girl's so cute downstairs and no one's home.
Isn't that creeping you out a little bit?
A little bit,
because you're wondering, maybe when you get older, maybe you start seeing ghosts and all sorts of crazy shit. For real? And,
yes.
And us, we're thinking, all right, they're just nuts.
Yeah. Dude, but I got a mess and a story and a drama to lead all the way up to it. We got family battles going on. I'm not talking to my sister.
What?
Oh, dude, it's I paid, hey, you know where to begin. Where it all started was, we
could take a break.
Let's take a break, but this is a journey, and I want people's opinion, because the more people I tell go, Breuer, there's something wrong with your family. There's no one. That's not normal. What just happened?
Really?
Yes, and I'll tell you the situation after our break. But
Jim's dad has been texting with an ex-escort from Chicago, and there's a whole thing going on.
Well, did I tell you the one time when he got sent to the hospital with the nurse he had that he was really attracted to? I didn't tell you this.
I think you did.
I think so.
He was very attracted to one of the home nurses, right?
He's really attracted to one of the girls. Yeah. He would
pull it out.
And I never physically saw him pulling out. They would claim the sheets would wet.
Right.
All right. So he's 90 at the time, and he's delusional. This story it's also a story of hope. It made me realize, like, oh, okay. Long story short, she said, oh my God, I got to sit him downstairs. I have to sit him downstairs. on the toilet. He's a little too excited, and I don't want to be near him. I'm going to do his clothes right now. So she just washes clothes. She's hanging out, talking to us. And then about 10 minutes later, she goes down, and she comes back up, and she goes, "Oh, my God, he's having a stroke. He's having a stroke. He's having a heart attack." So I went in there, and I really did think he was dying. I thought he was dying. His crap smells so bad that we light candles all over the place. It smells horrifying. It's disturbing.
That actually does give me hope. You're right, because I like that fucking nice dump that ruins the whole family's day. Good for him.
You can't enjoy your nice salad anymore.
Oh, no, you're just wrecking everybody's fucking holidays.
Right.
Shitting up a store.
Fuck you and your nice salad.
Good for him.
So you thought he was dying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jimmy, it's so funny, man. And you know what? As he got older, he would say, "You know what I really enjoy in life? Pork chops and a really good shit." And he meant it. He meant just really good shit. He had such passion about
That's what it comes down to eventually?
Yes.
Yeah. Good pork chops
and a really
good
shit. So, I walk in the room. It's funny now. His head is cocking back like he's having a seizure.
Right.
And the eyes in the back of his head. He's drooling. And I've kind of seen him almost die a couple times. And his head is over the candle, so I kind of smell it burning. So I lift his head off the candle, and that's when I realize, like, and I'm telling him, "Dad, go to your brother's, go light." And I hear the ambulance is coming. I'd say, "Your brother's waiting for you. We have a good life. You did everything you could here. Everything's gonna be great. Just go." And then the guys come in. We got it, Mr. Breuer. And slowly, a couple minutes later, he starts. The smell is unbearable because he's also let a huge dump in. So usually when old people die, they die in the can. So obviously he's going. So the smell is just awful. One of the guys walked in. He's gagging. One of the cops are gagging. So everyone's standing back. Now they're starting to laugh and giggle. I'm starting to get a little agitated. Like, "Is everything all right?" And they come out and they're laughing, and I hear them. They go, "Listen, your father, he did have a stroke." I went, "What's so funny?" They go, "Well, it's not the stroke that he's going to lose feeling or anything. It's kind of stroke that, well, you need a cigarette and a nap after." And they go, "We just found what the problem was." I went, "Oh my God, are you kidding me?" And they went, "No." And I went full release. Like, "Oh yeah, it's all over." And it's, he jacked it out and to the point where he had to go to the emergency room. So, in a way, I know that sounded crazy, but in a way, I was like, wow, you can be 90 and still pull that off? That gives me a lot of hope.
Fuck yeah.
That gives me a lot of hope.
And not only to be able to do that, but to do that and then take a giant awful shit
on top of it.
Oh
right.
my! And then just almost fall asleep on a candle. What a way to go!
That's a hell of a
Fucking
day.
rules.
That does rule. What are we doing? We're watching the stupid news. Is what we're doing.
You guys are worried about. Do you think my dad's worried about who got shot down over Ukraine? He's dumping with his head over a candle while he just blasted off.
Do you know how good a load you have to spill to fall asleep on fire?
You know what?
Oh man,
it's not gonna get better than this.
Oh man,
fuck, Breuer's here. We're very happy.
Oh my god.
We'll talk to Dr. Steve after the break. That was too good. We got to take a break on that note. That's
that's
too
a good closer right there.
Because Breuer's got a good tease. The family's not getting along. He's not talking to his sister, right? That's what we're talking about after the break?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you guys tell me if this is
Oh yeah, we'll get
Everyone tells me I'm way off the line, but
and we'll get. You want Dr. Steve to tell us the difference between dementia?
Yeah, I'm curious.
that'd be great.
And Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Because I think my mom has Alzheimer's.
Huh?
Because I think my mom has Alzheimer's.
All right, we'll find out. And Jim Breuer's everywhere these days. Wow, a lot of dates, Jim.
Well, I'm filming a special in February, and I want to come up with.
Cool.
I mean,
good for you, man.
I got a new hour and change. I want to have like 2.5 hours by the time I
Where are
hit
you
it.
shooting?
Long Island.
Oh, fucking
the Paramount.
You're going back there.
Oh my God!
Isn't that a great room?
I fell in love with that place.
Jim and the guys over there do a great job. They have passion for what they do. That's an amazing venue.
Oh, my
One of the
God.
best in the whole country.
I'm gonna have to agree.
Right?
Absolutely.
Oh, that you're going to kill it there.
Jimmy, you've been in D.C. It's like Club something. It's called Club. Darn it! I'll have to find out. But it's like Club 9 or Club something.
No.
Oh my God!
I told.
Oh my God!
I told you have to play there. He wants you in a second.
No, he means in D.C.
I mean, but the Paramount is what he's referring to. It's just like the place in D.C.
Oh.
And you should play there. You would have a
You didn't
ball.
play the Paramount?
No, I never did.
I'm telling you would love it.
You'll never play anywhere else after that gig.
How big is it?
1,200?
Yeah.
I probably did all alone.
He might squeeze a little more even. You know, a little something.
I think
something.
1,200 with seats.
Right.
Okay. I have to do them with seats.
Oh,
It's a great room.
You'll sell out, and you'll think you're at the Garden. They're I can't explain. That place is unreal.
It really is great.
Maybe I'll try. I haven't done Long Island in a couple of years. Maybe I'll do it.
I saw Stone Temple Pilots there. They were great. I saw you there. I've gone there a bunch now.
Didn't they have Volbeat there? I want to see Volbeat. You like Volbeat?
The 930 Club in D.C. that you
Yes.
just mentioned?
Yeah, what a great room.
There you go.
That's my new favorite room, too, in D.C.
Where are you going to be?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, just go to JimBrewer.com for his tour dates. It's as easy as that. We're going
If
to
they
take
really
a
want to
break.
find me, they'll find me.
We got to get you coffee. I don't know what's going
Let's
on with
just
your
hang.
coffee.
Don't worry. Let's just hang.
That's what we're doing these
All right.
days.
We'll
We
get
don't-
my coffee.
We're not even really going news heavy, which is kind of refreshing.
It's
so.
okay if you do.
Not really.
The people need it.
You're making very good points. You really do.
cares?
I wouldn't watch the news as much if I didn't do radio. I feel like I need to be on top of some of this shit. For what reason? You make a good point. I don't know.
Let me
I
ask
don't know
something.
in the end.
Let me ask something. When you're hanging out with your
Right.
gang, when you're just hanging out with your gang, and you're done with all the nonsense, do you really go into politics and all that jazz? When you're hanging, with your gang,
Hell no.
no.
I hate Facebook.
Do you go into Palestine and Israel if you're not Jewish or Palestinian? Do you go there?
Absolutely not. I don't hang with either of those people. You know what I'm saying?
I hate Facebook for that reason because you find out your political affiliations, what your family's into, whether they're Democrats or Republicans
Yeah,
and
like,
stuff,
I mean-
and then they start spouting off. I'm like, man, I liked it a
Just-
lot better when I didn't know that you were a Democrat or a Republican.
And, and people don't even know what they are. They just think they know what they are
Because they see something and then they just repeat what they.
No
they
one
just
has
saw.
their own opinion.
Hell, fucking no.
They don't know what's really going on. It's morons.
Where's his coffee?
It's genius.
I'm
It's good to
obsessing.
talk about that.
I'm obsessing about Brewer's coffee. Did someone go for coffee for you?
Yeah, she went.
Okay, all right. We're gonna take a break. More with Jim Breuer. Jimmy's got his Vice show coming out tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow on
What is that?
On Vice.com. It's a talk show. I hosted where I did a monologue and pre-shot sketches, interviewed
Video
guests.
and all this.
Oh yeah, it's on.
I want to watch this. Where do I watch this?
Vice.com tomorrow. I think in the morning it comes out. I don't know how Vice releases stuff. And my guests are Mike Tyson and Dana White. So I'm
cool.
very
Nice.
happy with how it came out.
And I
Nice.
saw one of the skits. It was really fucking funny.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, really funny. I
Nice.
only saw one of them so far, but yeah.
Thank you.
So it starts tomorrow. Make sure you check that out on Vice.com.
Welcome back to Cock Talk. I'm Mistress Vixen. Today, we're talking about your first man-on-man experience. We have Mars on the phone from Puerto Rico. Mars, talk to me, baby.
I'm a changed man as of yesterday. Yeah, I'm a fucking changed man. I'm not the same.
Mars, I see here you had your first gay experience last night.
Yeah?
Yummy. So tell me, what was that little asshole of yours like before the big night?
My shit is so tight, man. I guess I'm anal retentive. It's so tight.
Sexy. And what was going through your head when you whipped out that big dick?
He tells me to lie down on my left side, and I'm facing a particular direction. And then he pulls his apparatus out. I'm like, hell no, that shit is not going near me. Sure enough, he goes behind me.
How big was it?
It was, I swear to God, about 2 feet long.
Ooh, you're a spicy little bitch, aren't you? And what did he say before he put it in you? Did he ease it in?
I'm just feeling for a second, and all of a sudden, this motherfucker, all the way in my ass.
Ooh, you lucky little taquito. Tell me more.
He goes like this. Come on, buddy, help me here. Work with me. Let me do my job.
What was that job?
Open my ass.
I don't know how you guys do it. Just letting that rainbow-striped freak flag fly.
Come on, alcohol.
This all sounds so dirty. How'd you get cleaned up after? Did he do it for you?
Yeah, he cleaned it afterwards. No, he did it afterwards in front of me. No, he did.
Ooh, how did he do that?
What is it, toss salad? You could toss my salad anytime.
Ooh, he licked your asshole clean with his tongue?
Exactly.
My God, Mars, you are so naughty. Any guy would be lucky to go south of the border with you.
This is our secret. Don't tell anyone.
What I wouldn't give to have a dick sometimes. Well, tune in next week when Cock Talk returns, and we talk to guys about their first time with a down low brother. Mars, I bet you have a story like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Ooh, you little Spanish fly, you've got me all wet. See you next week for more Cock Talk.
We now return you to the goddamn fuck show Opie and Jim Norton do with no damn name. The hell is that? Who put them in this position? Oh, and I'm to believe no one's even fixed their fucking studio yet? Who owns this dump? Christ all fucking mighty. Fine, we're back. Okay, good.
What is this?
But the hard thing is like when you face
D-Rock, what?
You kind of want to throw them off.
Metallica.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it is Metallica.
Yeah,
What an
come on,
idiot.
you know this?
I'm
Come on, this is the greatest. You want to go into battle with me?
No.
No, that's what
I know.
this song is. You want to go?
Now I know it.
Battery is in me.
I think I played the radio edit of this song.
Why
where
this,
they blew off the nice guitar in the beginning.
This song is so great to me because I'm a nice guy. I really am a nice guy.
You trying to convince people?
I think they know.
Okay.
But inside,
you are a nice guy. I should say that.
Inside,
yeah.
Push me hard enough. This lies inside. Bless us. This is what's lurking underneath me every time you're taking me to a different layer.
I understand.
And you have no clue of the fury that's about to lash out.
The unleashed.
Battery!
How's Lars's back?
What?
From just drumming like a lunatic.
That guy is the greatest shape ever. Did you see the ESPN commercial?
Yes, with the four of them. I was very jealous I wasn't there to take a photo. That's all I'm thinking of. How the four of them are in a room. Yeah. They have nothing to do now that...
and I watched the bloopers. The bloopers are better.
Really?
They should have used some of the bloopers. Like Metallica was actually really funny in the bloopers, and they should have used some of that for the actual lines. They went really soft in the commercial. They were really soft.
Yeah, ESPN's supposed to be a guys' network.
Yeah, they dropped the ball tremendously with the. I mean, if you look at the bloopers, it's funnier. Just seeing Lars with that hat is funny.
I want to check out the bloopers now. Look at these guys.
Can I have a little piece of that muffin? God damn, that looks good. Fucking Breuer has a muffin. It's like a shrunken head in a tribe. I just want like little a quarter inch of it.
There you go.
That's too much.
That's a full muffin.
Jim, that's too much
you
muffin.
just gave him a piece, which turns out to be a full muffin.
Yeah, I won't touch it. There you go.
Where'd you get that muffin
That's
from?
all I'm having.
It's Starbucks.
It's
Come
a Starbucks
on, chocolate muffin. I'm not playing around.
Man, well,
Where's this doctor guy?
you're gonna have a nice salad later after having a.
Oh, you don't worry
muffin
about that.
for breakfast.
I'm running, doing a bike. I'm all on it. I'm on a bet with someone. I got like 3 weeks to. Wow.
What's the bet? You're losing.
Be in better shape.
How do you show that? Just by the weight
Having
you lost?
muffins and coffee in the morning.
All right, let's get into the story. The family's falling apart a little bit, huh?
Wait, no, I want to talk to the doctor. Is he calling or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get Dr. Steve on.
Yeah.
And then you got to get into what's going on with you and your sister, I guess.
I'll tell you.
Okay. We'll get Dr. Steve on first as you eat your muffin.
He's a good doctor, Steve. He's a Kevorkian
I've
protege.
heard Dr. Steve.
Yeah, very
We like
good.
Dr. Steve a lot.
Yeah.
I like him too.
Well, dementia will cause the mind to go slowly, whereas Alzheimer's works quickly.
He gets hard on talking about this stuff.
Yeah,
he loves
it.
He absolutely loves
Anything
it.
with death.
I love it.
Don't you wish his hair would catch on fire?
Dr. Steve?
Yes.
Yeah, it would give me a great pleasure. I'm going to need some fluid to put my skull out.
He's very calm.
It's weird to see what I like seeing. I don't say I don't like seeing it, but watching my mom go down this path or whatever, you sort of see where your life ends up and what you start seeing. Like she sees. I took her for coffee yesterday, and she was like, last night, her first husband, the one that she fell in love with, her first husband, her love of her life, had a kid, went to World War II. 2 months before it ended, he got killed.
Right.
2 months before he was done with his service, he was killed. But last night, she's like, he came. It was really weird. He came last night, and he took me out of the bed, and we just danced. And he brought me to the dance floor, and we were laughing so hard. And he said, Doris, I have you. I'll come see you again. I'll come back. But it was so great to see you. I can't wait to see you. And part of me is like, whoa, dude, is that
real? Part of you has to think, is that real?
Like it's definitely the mind,
right?
Going
Misfiring.
back there, but that's just weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's also like by the time we're that age, hopefully they'll be a little bit better with that stuff, and that won't happen to us. Instead of 80 or 90, maybe it'll happen at 100 or 105. Hopefully it'll buy us a few extra years of not.
Yeah, and then I started thinking like, well, yeah, probably the drugs are, but like, you hear more. Do people have Alzheimer's and all that when in the 40s and 50s, or is it the drugs that are keeping us alive longer? That's, you start taking, everyone's taking drugs by the time they're 50, 60. They're taking blood thinners, or taking this, or taking whatever. No one was living to this age, but now you're staying 80, 99, and more, and they're losing their minds. But is it the drugs that keep us alive?
We got to buy drugs I think we got to buy drugs to kind of to make us healthier. It's almost like I had a doctor tell me once, the human body is designed to live about 40 years or something. Like that's how we were designed.
40.
Yeah, back in the Roman times or whatever. And then he said like all this extra stuff is all just science and medicine. So a lot of times that's why things are happening to you as you get older, because your eyes degenerate and all this stuff because you weren't designed to live this long.
Right.
Well, I don't think
so I guess it's a good problem to have.
We're having no luck with Dr. Steve, so
screw him.
He would answer a lot of these questions.
It's too bad.
I think he's dropping his kids off somewhere. That's usually what happens. He calls us in between trips.
Yeah.
So what's going on with you and your sister?
Well, I'll tell you. There's two things going on. Now.
Or we could do more news.
No, there's two things going on.
Let's do muffin talk.
One is, now, my mom, this is a situation. It's a home situation. I pay for my mom to be in a home.
Right.
My mom helps pay for my father's care. Now, I pay for my mom because my mom cries. She's got no money. I got no money. I can't do this. Oh, my God, I can't do this. So I started paying for her. While I'm doing that, I'm also paying, salaries and whatever.
Right.
Now I discover that my mom has quite a bit of money hidden in a closet. Which one of my sisters said,
she's got all this money. You should tap into this money and the money. And
once I found that out, I'm like, oh my God, I've dished out a retarded amount of money over the last 3 years, whatever.
Wait, she's been hoarding money though? Do you know?
Yes. Like hiding it.
Just hiding it?
Yeah, like, this is gone. You get everything.
But and where's I got to stop you. Where's it hidden? And is it all cash? And
some of it was not cash like cash you find in a closet.
Right.
But just, a little something here, a little something there.
Wow.
IRA thing here and IRA thing.
Yeah, sure.
I don't understand that world. So before my mom started going kooky, I said, Mom, okay, if we're going to start living in this home and now she's going to say, like, why don't we just... And her check, she would always, every time she had to write a check for my dad, she's like, I don't have this money, and I'm going to have no money, and I don't know. So, all right, well, let's start liquidizing everything. So, A, I don't have to watch her have a breakdown every other month. And B, now I know, and I can sort out how much money is here, and how much goes to Dad, how much goes to you, and how much I start getting paid back in the last 3 years of over 6 figures that I've lost. Yeah. Oh, dude, over 6 figures. So, with that said, now, my mom's now living at my house. All right? She's too crazy to live in her independent living. She's running naked. She's crazy. Everyone's trying to kill her. Everyone's trying to kill her.
But your dad's in the house, too.
He's in the house.
And they don't get along.
Right. We had this whole physical thing going on. Wow. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. So, we're trying to build a room, build a separation. Now, the nurse that takes care of my dad says, I'll take him to my house while you're figuring out, Mom, I'm not allowing these two together, especially because my dad's easy. He's like a rag doll. You put him on a chair, he's not moving. And if you don't talk to him, he's in a coma in 3 seconds. He's out. Right. So unless you entertain him, forget it. He's done. He's just a wall fixture. My mom doesn't stop moving. She has this thing called sundowning. What it is during the day, we're talking like this, Jimmy. Once 3, 4 o'clock comes, there's someone downstairs, and I'm tired of your lying.
Oh, no.
Lying about what? Oh, for Christ's sake, you're stealing, and you're always plotting. And you know what? Your kids keep taking my lipstick. And you can't engage because all right, this is where to look. And then she'll wake up at 2, 3 in the morning, piss herself, start walking around the house, which is okay, but she got one eye and she's already fell twice. So you hear that walker noise at 2 in the morning, and then walk into her wall. And now my wife's up, the kids are. It's like having an infant, and you're starting to get sleep deprived. My wife.
Going cleaning her tits and her ass, and come on, man, let's clean you up, get you back into bed.
She fights you. I don't want to go back into bed. And I got to go down, yell at her, and get her into bed, put the bars up so she won't walk away. She's hospital bed. So now she's living at my house. All right, because the place is like, listen, you got to stick her in a big facility. She can't be independent. I'm trying to get people to look after every person that look after her. She's trying to kill me. Every single one. She hit again. She hit one of the nurses. I clobbered them. So you know what? We'll put her in the house. I can save some money, I think. And I'm not bleeding, dishing out this money here.
It's expensive.
Oh, dude. Over $10,000 a month.
You don't have to tell me. It's expensive.
Out of human beings, your choice is nursing home and give up all the money. That's it.
Right.
There is no option.
No.
Or someone can stay home and take care of them all the time.
Right.
That's it. That's your options. Mm-hmm. So she's in the house now. For 3.5 weeks, we've got her down to a pattern. We have her down to a really nice, okay, we get up in the morning, she's got her breakfast. After breakfast, I take her to the little cafe. After the cafe, all right, 4 o'clock, let's get ready for loony bin time, but we keep her around the kids. The kids can, nighttime, around 7, 8, we go downstairs, maybe play cards with her, keep her moving. Don't take anything personally. Now, we're going away for 1 week. in Florida. Me, my kids, and my wife. We haven't been away in over a year. Like, we need family time. We've had some issues this year. We need to tighten up. We need to tighten up as a family. Let's all go away together. Now I'm trying to figure out who's watching Mom during this time. And while we're still trying to figure this out, building walls and all this other jazz. Everybody we get that we pay for, $200 a day, $140 an hour, whatever they're paying, is trying to kill them. Doesn't work out. This one smokes. This one's from Russia. This one don't care. This one's late every day. This one you can't understand because they're from the islands. It just never ends.
Right.
Finally, I go, now, my one sister doesn't work. She hasn't worked in years. And she's from Florida, so now she moved up, and that's the big story. Like, what is she going to do when she runs out of money? Like, well, I'm not taking her. Everyone's like, well, I'm not taking her.
Is she married?
No. Now, her and my sister like to get together, and they like a little sauce.
A little juice.
A little juice.
They
like a lot of juice.
A lot of juice.
Sometimes, I won't say the one that I'm talking about, but the other one definitely starts early.
Really?
Like,
that's early.
Throwing cork sound whenever you want.
What's the poison? What is it?
Wine.
Vodka? Wine.
Oh, no.
Wine. Yeah. First thing in the morning. That's rough.
And I know that, too, because once in a while, she'd always come, and I could tell when she's had it. She still smells from the night before. And, you know, and I've always protected this side. I've always, like, yeah, I know this exists, but I'm never going to exploit it.
Sure.
All right? I'll still continue doing what I have to do to make sure no one goes, good Lord, that smell is disturbing. Yeah, I know. You're sick again. You got stomach cramps. I know. It's called Monday.
Right.
And you're still up from Friday.
Wow.
So anyway.
How many sisters do you have?
2.
Okay.
All right. So, I offer my sister, not the one we were just talking about, the one that moves up from Florida. She has no job. She's had no job for years. I said, Pat, would you want to watch Mom? I'll give you $1,000 for the week.
Jeez, good for you.
$1,000.
Nice.
I said, but listen, you got to come here and you got to listen to our routine.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, no problem. I got it.
The next day, can I have like a couple extra $100 in case I want to take Mom to dinner or get her hair done or something? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of my teeth grinded. Like $1,000 is not enough to watch our mother. At my house, you live in a barn. There's a trampoline. We got a movie theater. I got a couple acres. You can go swimming in the pool.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. No. You want an extra couple $100? Nah, sure. To take her to dinner. Yeah. Why not? Okay. I've got unlimited wine, alcohol in the house, but food. Knock yourself out. I know it's a resort, but. Sure. My mom's also paranoid because she never has money. She's like, I don't never have money. And I said, Ma, here, I got money for you. So I took $150 and I said, Ma, here you go. And I put it in her sock drawer. All right. We go to Florida. Now, before we go to Florida, my 2 sisters are hanging out every day. I'm like, Patty, you need to get here. And you need to be explained what's going on. I'm at the other one's house, and we're discussing future plans of Bosnia. Saturday comes, same thing. Today, we're going to try to figure out what's going on in Israel. We'll get a hunker down in there. Sunday comes. We're leaving Monday. Like, Patty.
But she doesn't know the routine yet.
Right now, Sunday. No.
Right. And you need her to come over so you can show her everything.
Sunday comes. She comes from the other sister's house, so I know she wasn't painting or having coffee. So she comes, and Give her the. I'm like, listen. She didn't hear a word. I said, listen. 2 things. One thing, Mom's got. She's going to start going bonkers around. Now, before I even get into this, both sisters piss me off. Especially the other one. Not this one, the other one.
You know, I talked to Mom, and she said she never wanted to move here and never wanted to come here. And
like, oh, yeah. Did she also tell you about the elevator in the living room? And how you can ride it starting at 5. Did she tell you that too, you moron? Yeah, she tells you a lot of things. Right. Whatever. Oh, man, I want to knock this one's teeth in. All right, so anyway. So she's got a little of a chip on her shoulder. She said she insults my wife in front of the family one day. She said that. She's like, Auntie, anyway, yeah, it's because Mom told me she didn't want to be here, and you guys took her out of there. Now, meanwhile, my wife's the one wiping her mother's asshole.
Right.
Every night.
Right.
Well, she hasn't even stopped by. No one comes over and offers help. Her offer to help is like, she's got money, put it away.
Right.
I said, well, how am I going to pay for Dad?
But she's not doing the day-to-day stuff, which is brutal.
No.
Some of that stuff is brutal.
Brutal. She's got money, put it away.
Right.
I said, what about my father? Well, that's a decision you'll have to make. Oh, well, gee, thank you. You're the best.
Shouldn't this be the family's decision?
Yeah,
not just your decision.
You rock. Yeah, I'll stick my dad in a nursing home. You're awesome. You're the best. I'm sorry you never knew your dad. Unfortunately, I know mine.
Wow. Oh, wait, you have different dads?
Yes.
Oh,
we all have different fathers.
All 3 of you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my mother's like a dirty monkey. She's a dirty monkey in a jungle. 4 men altogether. One's a mystery. One was a horrible, like beat her, tried to kill her, shot guns at her. But my mom's also a dirty birdie, you know. She chased money and whatever she did. She had some bad ups and downs. So we're going away. Everything's nice. I'm gone. Day 2. Day 1. I'm telling my sister. You can't even write this. I go, listen, first of all, your sleep pattern, you're going to have to change it. She gets up 6 a.m., right on the button, every day. Okay, yeah, I'll set my alarm. Patty, she gets up 6 a.m., every day. You can't be going to sleep and staying on the phone 1, 2 in the morning.
Nah, I got.
Okay. She also needs to be clean. All right, you got to, we clean her in the morning.
Okay, no, I got.
And the most important thing is don't be confrontational with her when she starts going cuckoo and seeing people.
No, I got it.
And most important, you can't take things personally. She calls me a liar every morning. She says I'm plotting to get her. It's just ignore it. She comes out of it about 9 in the morning.
Okay, I got it.
Second day in vacation, 2 in the morning, my phone's ringing. It's from the other sister. Chippa, we got a situation. Okay? We got a situation. So what's going on? I hear my other sister going, why are you doing this, Mom? Why are you saying this? Can I talk to this one, please? Jimbo, she's mean to me. She's saying what? She said she was going to kill me. She was singing a song saying she's going to kill me with scissors. and she's imitating the song. I'm gonna get a pair of scissors and stab you in the heart. It's horrible. She's trying to kick me when I put her in the bed. Why are you kicking me, Mom? And I'm like, I hear the waves crashing in the background. I see my kids snoring. I'm like, why? Like, we went through this. You didn't hear a word I said.
Right.
I go, okay, all right. Put the wino in charge on, please. Okay, I'm going to put Mom to bed. Now, I hear her putting my mom to bed, and then she goes, no, Mom, we don't kick, because I'll kick you back. I'll kick you harder. Like, okay, all right, so my mom's getting a little, all right, I get puts her in bed. I go, Patty, Just get through the night. Do me a favor. Get through the night. And tomorrow I'll have my dad's nurse pick her up in the morning, take her for the day. You can have the day off. Why not? I'll throw out another $200 for the day on top of your $1,000 for the week and the $250 you need to take her out for lunch and stuff. And the $150 in my mom's drawer that was missing when I got home. So, with that said, I 6 in the morning, I'm up, and I text the nurse. The nurse picks her up, brings her. I talk to the nurse. She's like, she's good. She's fine. We took her to the park. We played cards. Her and your father did well. I'm going to bring her back, ready for bed, tired, but okay, great. Thank you.
This nurse can just work with them without...
Oh, my God. She's amazing. She's a god. Let me tell you something. When my father finally goes... I'm going to make sure whoever needs someone in their life, they get this woman.
Wow, she's good.
She's not even good. She's from another planet. She's the greatest thing that ever existed.
That's rare. What country is she from?
Panama.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
You have to be from another place to have, that type of a heart, I think. In that world.
She's a born caretaker.
Right.
She's got problems with her children, so that's where it started. So she's just a natural caretaker. Right. All right. So the day after the nurse, now we're in day 3. Day 3. Patty has to go, good, I gotta go. Now, my father-in-law is also hanging around the house, just fixing things, because he lives close by. He's a godsend. He's like, I don't want to make waves, but
oh, no.
Your sister's in the back. She's not really paying attention to your mother, and she keeps hanging out and walking in the street. I said, what? Yeah, I told her, and I'm just telling you. I mean, she was at your other sister's house for a while, and I'm not going to make accusations, but I'll just say she smelled a little. I'm like, oh my God. I knew this was good. I knew this is what I had a little faith that maybe something a little different. So, day 4. Midnight. Bang! I'm not going to answer this. I'm not going to answer it. I'm not going to answer this. 2 in the morning. Bang! I'm not going to answer this. I get up in the morning. Okay. Last night, the cops came. I had to call the cops on Mom. What do you mean you called? She's in the psych ward in Morristown Hospital. What? Mom's in the psych ward. What happened? Jimbo, she's hallucinating. She wanted to kill me. She went out the door. I said, did you put it back to bed? No, I didn't want to fight it anymore. I didn't want to. Okay. All right. Let me talk to the wino in charge. Jimbo, I was driving up and she was down the street. So my mom managed to walk over a quarter of a mile, almost over a quarter mile on her own before my sister realized, wow, where's Mom at?
Wow.
So with that said, I come back from vacation. My mom's in the freaking psych ward at Morristown. I need a cop to walk me in, and she's in there. It's a prison. It's a prison cell. The door's open. There's a toilet out in the open, and she's out of her mind and petrified. She's out of her mind and petrified. There's guys walking around going, what did you hear? He's on a phone. There's a local phone. He just keeps going on the phone every 20 minutes, pretends he's talking to someone, but he's not.
Right.
Joey said he's coming in here, and when he brings his lawyer, you're all going to have to go back to med school. and I'm watching this over and over. So long story short, my mom I get her out of there. She goes to a clinic. She's in rehab. I finally get her in a place where it's assisted living.
Was she happy to see you when you came in?
Oh my God, she broke down crying, but she also, I tape record every conversation. I can play some of the, I don't know if they're entertaining, but I got some great conversations here.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I got one.
Yes, let's
let's take can we take a break in a little bit?
Of course.
Yeah.
There's one where she said, you got me just in time because they were going to chop me up and feed me to the baby bull. I went, what's going on? She said, the baby bull in the basement. I said, there's a bull in the basement?
Wow.
What does he look like? And she put her hands out like 2 feet. She goes, he's this big, he's this long, and this big, and they were getting ready to chop me up, feed me to him. So this is the kind of conversations. Now, this is where the problem with my...
Oh, okay, yeah, because where do you need our advice?
Sister. Here's the sister.
Right.
Now, I do feel bad for the one sister that watched my mom. You know, she wasn't prepared for it.
She freaked out.
She freaked out. She took a lot personally. I get it. I really have no ill feelings towards her whatsoever.
She tried. Kind of tried.
She tried.
She sort of tried.
I gave her $1,250 for another nurse to watch her for 2 days for another $400. So she lasted 2 days. It's okay. I don't feel bad about that.
Does she got the whole $1,250?
Dude, I'll tell you this. I have some of your money left. She's talking about $80. and I don't even want to know where the other money is.
She didn't prorate the rate?
No.
Give it back?
No. But she says, I have your money. Every time she sees me, oh, I forgot to give you your money back. Now, isn't that the old, if I give you money, Jimmy, and I really don't want to give it back to you, isn't that the plan where I always go, oh, dude, I forgot
to
give you your money back.
Yes, and I'll never remember. That's basically the point. I'll never remember.
And basically, I do know, but I'm not going to bring it up because I also know she's ready to go, don't worry about it. But I'm not going to do it.
You're not
it's
getting
like
that
a
money
principle
back,
thing.
are you? Yeah.
I don't want the money back. I'm just waiting on the principal to see, will she give it back? Or where others tell me, like, dude, they just take advantage of you and there's nothing that's, as an outsider, they just took your shit and ran. And so, now my other sister, I get a text. I'm going to read this shit. I'm going to knock her. I'm not going to say it. She pissed me off so bad. This is where I need your help. I want moderators. Okay? Now, she also stirs things up with wine and blah, blah, blah. So she texts me out of the blue. Something is wrong with Mom's accounts. Seems like a huge amount has been withdrawn. I have her bank statement. Something's very wrong. We'll call her accountant Monday first thing, with all explanation points. Now, I've discussed with her. This is the same one that said, Mom has money. Mom has money. Mom has money. This one used to work for me, too. Take off whenever she wanted. Caught her in a couple lies where she's like, can I go say that? And really, she just wanted to go to the beach. Like, just say that. Your brother. So I text her. I went, I have all her stuff. We talked about this. I've been liquidating it into one account. Which account are you looking at? She writes, her inheritance. Something is wrong. Now, granted, too, my mother took all my father's money. Right. My father's the bread making money. She took all his money so his kids can't have anything. So know that about my mother, too. And her checking. So I call her up in the middle of this, and I go, dummy, I said, I didn't call her dummy. I said, what are you looking at? Jimmy, there's a lot of money missing. I told you I'm liquidating everything in the check account. And she jumps in and goes, not for personal reasons and writing tax off or taking care of money. That's wrong. What you're doing is wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. And
shit.
Dude, I saw red.
Of course.
I was like, you fuck you mother, I'm proud of myself for not calling her a wino and a drunk and everything else I really wanted to say. I'm like, you fuck. And then I caught her in a lie because I go, wait a minute, what are you doing with Mom's bank account? Where would you get? Mom had it set up that she'd sent to me. That's a full-blown lie. She basically grabbed a statement when we were moving everything, and so now she's looking at it, which is so stupid because there's nothing wrong or missing. She accused me. And this is why I don't know. Is it the accusation, or is she worried that she's going to miss out on some money? Either way, I always hear people going, I'm never talking to my sister again. I'm never doing it. This crushed me. I felt like I got clubbed in an alleyway.
Right.
And when I got up, I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. It was her.
So she's accusing you of taking mom's money. That's
and
ridiculous.
doing wrongdoings
Right.
with it.
People are weird with money. Look what happened with Dane's brother. I'm not saying this is the same thing.
Right.
But you trust somebody and they're a blood relative or you're that close. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, one day you wake up and you go, "Oh my fucking god, this person!"
And they're the ones that
Now,
end up
I don't-
fucking you over,
Right.
Not
Not
some
terribly,
stranger,
yeah.
right?
And I don't know
Someone close to
Dane's
you.
brother, but all I could think about is probably, and maybe this year, it's something where it's like they feel deserved.
Yeah.
Well, you're successful, but if I wasn't there helping your success and supporting you, and I should, because I've heard that too. Like my one sister was an assistant, but people like, hey, so I talked to your manager. I'm like, my manager? Well, she said she was your manager. I'm like, what? What are you talking? And the other one's like, I write for him. I'm not even kidding.
Does she write for you?
No. Well, if this counts as writing, yes. Then absolutely. Then
Your life is exhausting. God, you're a good guy.
Yeah, Jim is a good guy.
You're
man.
just a good
You're
guy.
a very dutiful son.
Right.
Jim's a dutiful son.
It's just life in general. You do the same thing. I know you would. If it was your mother, father, and you really were that close to him, you would do that. We came from a blue collar world. You kind of look after each other. Like, so I don't. But when that, like, I need help here.
Should we call her?
Ooh,
you're good with calling family members.
Well, wow.
Look at you. You're twisted. You didn't say no. You didn't say no. You can put her on speaker and have a conversation with her.
No, she wants to talk about it. Well, here's the thing that pissed me off, too.
Yeah.
All right. So we go through it, and boy, did we go through it. I sent her an invoice.
Explaining here's where all the money is, and
here's
nothing
how much
missing, right?
And here's how much money I spent. And she writes, actually, you spent $130,000. That's what she wrote. And sorry to throw figures out there, but
Fine.
An actual number of your mom's money?
She gave me, no, tell me what I spent. Because I said, this is what I spent.
Did you claim less?
Oh.
Than that? You said
Dude,
less than-
I never claimed my mother.
Wait.
I don't claim any of this.
So you gave a number, and then she's dropping that number, saying actually it was 130.
Yeah, so she's
So
actually,
that means
she's going, actually, you spent more. Which is where I go, I spent 100 and change, right?
to take care of our mother.
Correct.
Right.
And I sent her the invoices. And she went, actually, you spent 130, but there is more than that, which is out of the accounts. And you deserve all of what you spent. But your cocky attitude tells a lot. You are completely out of line with your behavior.
Oh, no. Yuck.
How much,
Right?
How much has she spent taking care of your mom?
Dude, she's never even bought me a coffee.
Wow.
Not even a coffee.
She has no leg to stand on. It's
So I
ridiculous.
wrote, you're telling me not personal stuff? That's not right? That tells me who you are. So she writes, this is what pisses me off. I was simply alerting you something was wrong. I know who I am, and I know who you are as well. So I go in this whole barrage. I go, I'm sorry that I said the word. I called her name. So you stupid fuck. I went off. Absolutely. I always have the best intentions for everyone. How fucking dare you? So I wrote, and she went, I'm disappointing you. No need to do name calling. Very shallow. I thought more of you than that. She calls up accusing me of stealing my mother's money, and I'm shallow for calling her a dumb fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of like a human resources argument. That's the person who has kind of gotten what they wanted to get off their chest, and then they can kind of step back and judge your reaction. It's really a weird thing people do. Like that's a horrible accusation. And then the argument isn't that she accused you of robbing your mother. It's you called me dumb.
Yeah, and this is now what she said. So she writes, I received copies only of mom finances. She set up that way. That's a complete 100% lie. I even called the accountant. I went to the bank. I'm like, Who gets they're like, a Miss Doris Breuer and an accountant in New York City? So that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. So it doesn't go to this person? No, I don't see this record. So she's lying through her teeth.
Sure. But you're never going to get the money back. You're not even going to get it.
I can't. If I wanted to write a check right now,
you get all your money back.
I get all my money back. But the reason why I won't do that,
right?
Because I don't want my father in a nursing home.
Gotcha.
So I'm willing to take that beating, and pay for my mom, who is now 45. So, but it's coming out of my mom's account now. So my mom's account, I'm no longer going to dish my money out. All this money comes out of my mom's account. And when they both die, then I'm going to reimburse myself. And then if there's some left over, most likely there won't be, then I'll hand out what should be handed out.
Right.
And I think that's more than fair.
Of course. You're the one taking care of your parents. It doesn't seem like they're involved at all.
So, and then she went, your wife told me. Dude, there's so many. So she ends by saying, you are blocked on my phone. And when I say I'm done. Right? So this is on a Friday. I mean, I'm dealing with a 13-year-old.
I don't mean to laugh so hard.
It's funny.
Okay, good.
Life is